Okay, I know you're looking at this. You looked at the thumbnail and you thought, what is happening? This is not the ultimate decade family tree. You're right, it's not. It's everything else. So I took the time to put every one of my legacy families in here. It says 95, but there's 7 of them are not actual people. So I guess there's 88 of these, and they are everybody so far. Now, some of them are not quite correct, but we will talk about that later. There are some of them that don't have pictures, which I will be adding those pictures in the next time I load up the game. I'm going to make sure that I keep the pictures up to date, so when somebody ages up and I get a picture of them, I will come in here and change their picture so that we all know who is who and what is happening. You have been introduced to all of these people. Okay, maybe not all of them, but most of them you have been introduced to. So let's start right down here. This section, this whole grouping right here is my rotational people. So this is Steve, and Steve has the most convoluted nonsense. He was married to Katie. She died. He's now married to Keely. But in between all of that, he had an affair with Judith Ward, who is now married to Marcus Flex. So all of that happened really before we even started filming. Not the Keely thing, but Katie died. Judith was pregnant and all of that when I started filming this. Katie adopted Broderick and Fallon. Katie and Steve together adopted Melina, and Steve on his own adopted Landon. So all 4 of these children are adopted. And then Steve and Judith had twins, Abigail and Betty, but now B. And B had an affair, a one-night stand, with somebody and had baby Casey. So that is what has happened in this family in our rotational Ryan series. I just finished filming B's time with her, and now we're moving to Abigail. So I put this thing that says rotational sim, I put it directly under Abigail because that is the next person that I will be playing in this rotation. But Ryan's family is over here. Let me not get confused with the other people. Ryan didn't marry, got engaged to Sochil. Sochil had a daughter already named Carmine. Sochil died right after she gave birth to twins, Kevin and Luna. And so Kevin and Luna live with their dad, Ryan. Carmine has moved out, and she's in a relationship with Lorne, and they have had baby Daryl. So that is what has happened with this side of the family so far. And like I said, I'm rotating through Abigail. I've already done Carmine, and I've already done B for this rotation. Now I just have to finish this way. Abigail, Landon, like that direction is all I have left to do. And then we circle back around to Ryan. Ryan is always the last one in the rotation. Then right here in the middle, we have Forrest, which is the new Amanda Plays Sims, the APS Legacy Challenge that we've done. Forrest adopted Addie, and then Forrest had an affair with Candy, and they have had baby Aaron. I've got the Forrest legacy under Forrest because right now he is the heir, and our next generation heir will be Aaron, but we're not there yet. We're still on Forrest in this one. Then we have the Lockwood family. Let's see. I've gotten them almost all on one thing. Here we go. Ash and Lynn, who are both dead. I don't know why Lynn is not showing up as dead. You can put the cause of death in here as well, and it was old age for Lynn. Okay, so Ash is also not dead. Really? Clearly, some of these still need to be done, but next time I film Whimsy, I'll make sure it's all done. Ash and Lynn had 4 children. They had Willow, Apple, and Aspen triplets, and then they had Raven. So Willow had an affair with Jared Tinker and had Giovanna Lockwood. Willow also married Nani Lockwood and had Emerson Lockwood. Apple got married to Asami Lockwood and had Peyton, Ashley, and Kelly. And then Aspen never got married and never had any children. Raven, who was our heir for the next generation, had adopted 4 children and then had a science baby for number 5. So she adopted Finn. Finn married India and had Garrett. And then India died, and Finn is now married to Pania, and they have Deshaun and Stuart. Sadie got married to Hayes McNeil and had Aaron, and then she died. So Aaron lives in the apartment building with his dad, Hayes, that we've been playing in with Ashlyn. Then she adopted Fernando and Ryder, and they have not had any children. So then we went to Ashlyn, who had an affair, a one-night stand with Arnav, and had Sky. And Sky is our next generation. I mean, I guess technically I'm still playing Ashlyn as the heir right now. But Sky is our next heir, and she will be taking over very soon. She just has to get old enough to take over. Then we have our Random Legacy Challenge, which is right here. Clark and Anna got married, and they had twins Stephen and Sawyer. Then they adopted Yvette. They had Callie and adopted Atticus and had Jasmine. So those are the children that they had. Stephen and Sawyer never got married, neither did Yvette. Callie adopted Jeff Copeland, and she had she had a child. Let me click on this. Her name was Jocelyn Copeland, and she changed her name to Honeydew Melon and became the beginning of the Not So Berry Challenge. Jeff was our heir for this thing, and Jeff has been dating Belle Price, and they've just had a baby, Bianca. Now, baby Bianca is going to be joining this group over here, and they will be connected to our family tree, because I want eventually for all of these trees to be connected. So you don't have to remember this. I'm going to go over it again every time before we start. I'm going to tell you who we're playing and how they fit in the giant tree. So back over here, Honeydew has had Rusty and Cardinal. She still needs to have an alien baby to finish her thing, and then her next generation is Rusty. So the Not So Berry Challenge right now is under Honeydew, and it will be moved over to follow Rusty because he's going to be Gen 2. That means Cardinal is just a bonus kid that doesn't have anything going on, except he is going to be the start of the Wonderland Challenge. So when he becomes a young adult, possibly a teenager, he's going to start the Wonderland Challenge. That was created by somebody on our Discord named Allie, and so we will talk about it when we get there and what that is all about. And then finally, our last family is the Sparacino Hill family, from what started as Leah Sparacino doing the actress career. And I was going to do the Career Legacy Challenge and have all of them do that. But then I thought, wait a minute, if I'm going to try to complete all the careers, why don't I just do a Super Sim? So Leah and Jack Hill, Jack already had Piper Hill from a previous relationship. Then Leah and Jack had Lucas, Audrey, Orion, and Antonia. Antonia changed her name to Masters so she could be the Super Sim. And Lucas married or had an affair with Yui, and they had a daughter, Jacqueline. He's the only one that has had any children or had any kind of relationship since Antonia moved out. Antonia is our Super Sim. This is not changing or going anywhere. She's going to be like an immortal person in this family tree that lives forever as a Super Sim. She had a one-night stand with Connor and had their baby, Barry Masters, who I have not taken a picture of yet because he's still an infant. And he, when he grows up, is going to start the Pack Legacy Challenge. So he's going to be when he becomes a young adult, he will start that challenge. And everybody else up here is just Jack's family. So Jack's mom and dad are Dean and Julie Hill. Dean and Julie had Jack, Jillian, Skyla, and Cannon. Skyla and Cannon are both still teenagers at home. I discovered them. I didn't even know they existed. Jillian had 2 different affairs, one with Jackson Harris that produced Riley Hill, and one with Daxton Blake that produced Colin Hill. So Colin and Riley exist in our world, but they're not going to be a part of the thing. Neither are all of these siblings over here. I just wanted them in the tree so that we could see. So yes, this tree is by itself and not connected to this tree, which is also by itself and not connected. However, in just a couple of generations down here, all of the trees will be connected. So this video was mostly just to show you what the tree looks like right now. And then the next thing I'm going to film is going to be this video the rotational thing, and I'm going to be playing with Abigail. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get pictures for the people that don't have pictures because I'll be loading up the game, and I will get a new picture of Abigail because she's a young adult. She's not a toddler like her picture is. And then we'll just see what happens with her. And I will move this down to whoever is next, which I don't know that it's Landon, but it might be. And I'll move it down to whoever is next in this family, and we'll just keep going like that. I want to keep the generations as closely aligned on here as possible. So all of these people right here are the latest generation or the newest babies that have been born. And my plan is, like, when Sky is ready to take over as the next gen, I want to make sure Rusty is ready to take over as the next gen of this one. And I want to make sure that Barry is old enough to start the Pack legacy. Like, I want to keep the generations along the same line. So you'll notice maybe I play more of this one, or I play more of this one, just to make sure they all stay balanced in the family tree. And again, we'll check in. You don't have to remember this. There's not going to be a test. There might be a quiz. No, I'm just kidding. There won't be. And that's it. I will check back in. The next video that's coming out, I don't know what the next video is based on when I'm filming this and when you're going to see it. But the next one that involves these families will be the rotational Sims, because I need to get played through all of these people and see what's going to happen for the next generation before I move on to some of these other Let's Plays. But that's where we all are with everything, and I just wanted to give you an update. I want to know your thoughts about this. I kind of am envisioning like a situation where it ends up being like James Turner has the Big Wallet family tree and everything that's on that, so I'm kind of thinking something along those same lines eventually as we go down a lot of generations, but I'm totally fine with that. I mean, I'm here for the long haul, and I have so many things that I want to do and want to play, and if you guys think of another thing that you want to see me play, another challenge, legacy challenge specifically, I'm going to have plenty of kids eventually to start another challenge with, and they'll just get added over to the side. So I'm totally open. Let me know your thoughts about any of the challenges I am doing. As you can see, the Forest Legacy, I'm doing Whimsy Expanded, Not So Berry, the Wonderland Challenge, Super Sim, and the Pack Legacy. So if there's anything else that you guys want to see, and I can throw them in here in my family tree somewhere, I would love to do it. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.